Everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Yeah, different me today with a different haircut, and got some glad rags on because I'm heading out to lunch with a girlfriend today. So, just a reminder to imbibe in what makes you happy. Connect with your community, connect with those family and friends that you choose to be in your lives. And that's what's really important as we go through this particular time. I'm just going to bring up, I've brought it up a couple of times before, but for all those that are new, I just want to reinforce an often misquoted quote where they say, blood is thicker than water. That's actually not the quote. The quote is, the blood of the covenant, which are those who you choose to be in your life, is thicker than the water of the womb. So it's basically saying the family and friends that you choose to be your community and your family are more important than just because you share some DNA. So I just wanted to reinforce that because often quotes are distorted for disinformation or misinformation purposes. It's the same of money is the root of all evil. No, it's actually not. It's the lust for money, or somewhere along those lines. The lust for money is the root of all evil. It's not the money itself. Okay, what I want to have a look at. Goodness me, a lot to cover today. First of all, Lena and I are finally getting our act together. Leno from Tarot Down Under. Us couple of sassy Aussie gals will hopefully be doing a collaboration our next Thursday, which I believe is the 8th of March. Goodness me, where did that come from? Do a collaboration next Thursday. Now, neither of us are technical. Neither of us have an idea on how to set up a collaboration. So hopefully by the time we get to that stage, we'll have it worked out. I'm still working on having a private membership area that'll cost little peanuts, basically, where you guys can share information. But I'm still working on that because I have no idea how to do it. Okay, so looking forward to that next Thursday. Won't be live, it'll be recorded, and then we'll post it up. Looking forward to that. Just want to touch on the town hall that took place in Idaho. I'm sure you've heard about it. Oh, first of all, I've put in my posts page a link to a website called 5050.one, all spelt out, FIFTY.ONE. Fabulous website, and it comes out of the 5051 marches that were held a few weeks back. Great for resources and keeping you up to date on protests that are happening, etc. Okay, the town hall in Idaho. Now, if you're like me, we all stood back and went, holy crumbs. It's time to say, right, okay, we've seen it. We can see what happens. Next time, we're not going to stand back. Remembering, now, who were the three guys that actually tackled Teresa Bodenfall to the ground? No identification. Who were they? Three burly blokes tackling one woman, zip tying her and dragging her out because she dared to ask a question and make a statement about the rights of women's health. Now, apparently the sheriff that was involved, the police have come out and said, well, it wasn't us. The sheriff that was involved is actually not a sheriff. He's out on a disability pension. He's apparently drawing down about $200,000 a year as part of his medical pension, and he's not allowed to work as a sheriff. So, yeah, apparently he's a bit of fraud going on there apparently as well. What I would love to see, like, imagine if I gather there was a bloke that tried to stop these three others, and he too was arrested. But so people were going, oh, let her go, let her go. Yeah, fair enough. But imagine if 50% of those in that town hall had actually done something physical, not necessarily fisticuffs or anything like that, but pushed those three blokes aside, rescued that woman, formed a human barrier. What were they going to do? Were they going to arrest them all? I don't think so. I'd love to see that take place next time. Don't be standing back. Yeah, I keep saying, well, I don't keep saying, I get a few people that say to me, but what can I do? Well, there are 360-ish million of you in the United States. How many of these that are there that are causing these issues? Couple of thousand? 4,000 maybe? 3 or 4,000 in total, including I'm talking about all the representatives, versus 360 million. The odds aren't in their favour. The only reason that they have the supposed upper hand at the moment is because they're causing fear and division. So yeah, the division being this woman and the bloke. If half of the town hall had said, "No way, Jose, this is not happening," um, three blokes versus what, 20, 30 of them, perhaps more. Yeah, the odds suddenly change. And yes, that's Spot having a sleep there, one of my rescue dogs. Okay, just quickly want to touch on Muskrat threatening to close Iron Mountain in Butler, Pennsylvania. Big MAGA town. Well, they're having a FAFO moment, aren't they? Iron Mountain is the previous limestone caves that were turned into secure office space where there is no elevator. I'm just going to tell you, don't believe Muskrat when he said, "Oh, and if the elevator stops working, the work stops." It's like, there's no elevator there. Apparently, you go down and you're in. Iron Mountain, it's where they process the retirement pensions. It's the main employer in Butler, Pennsylvania, apparently about 700 staff. If those 700 staff are laid off, what happens to the cafes and the hardware shop and the childcare and all the rest of it in Butler, Pennsylvania? They're having a big FAFO moment there as well. So just be aware of that. And DOGE itself, what happened with DOGE? Apparently overnight, 21 of their top data technology people, I am so not tech, resigned overnight in a very open letter resignation. This happened after the press secretary, the White House press secretary, whatever the bimbo's name is, excuse my language and entertainment only, couldn't name the administrator of DOGE after there was a claim that Muskrat wasn't it. So the White House scrambled and now came out with a press release naming Amy Gleason as the DOGE administrator. Gee, I hope someone told Amy. But 21 of the workers resigned. They were part of the previous digital services, US digital services that got folded into DOGE to try and make the DOGE legitimate. They had been previously, they'd been headhunted from places like Google and Amazon. They really knew their stuff. Data engineers, data scientists, product managers, etc. They came out with a public statement saying they refused to use their skills to compromise core government systems and services. Now, what's happened is that does mean, sorry, I'm going over to a news article over here. They swore to serve the American people and uphold their oath to the Constitution across presidential administrations. However, it has become clear that they can no longer honour those commitments. So what's happened, this was also in protest of 40 other workers being fired. So 40 other employees being fired. So 21 have now left out of a workforce of, I believe, 65. So 40 plus 21, does this leave all of 9 people working? Not sure, but that's how my maths. Anyhow, so they will not lend their expertise to carry out or legitimise DOGE's actions. What this does do is this means that basically that department has no staff and okay, only about 65 employees remained in the office. Oh, okay, after the layoffs. So this is 65 minus 21 is 50. Oh, minus 21, 40, leaves 44. Oh, maths is not my strong subject. Leaves 44. So basically less than half of the initial workforce. So good to see some are standing up. Okay, now 10 minutes of waffling, time to get into a reading. And the reading I want to do is DOGE related. Apparently, emails were sent out to CIA agents. Now I'm using my runic tarot, CIA agents, to their undercover email addresses. These are deep, deep undercover, offering resignations, dismissal, offering dismissal. Remembering that during Felon 45, this card, it keeps showing itself. We are literally in this fight of good versus evil. Secrets being revealed, exposed to the light, and it is a fight about what is incredibly precious. Now, on the shield here, and I'm going to call it the side of good, and shields are about protection. We've got this pentacle here that I'm quickly scanning to say it is about the protection of heritage, the land of birth, but it's also about protecting, it says heirlooms, but I'm not feeling heirlooms as such. This is about protecting the Constitution or what the Constitution will be. So remembering that during Felon 45's first regime, several CIA agents were compromised. Some were compromised to the point of, to pass the census, I'm going to say unalived. The leak was traced back to the Felon 45 administration. I don't know if they could trace it back to any particular person, which is why there was no charges. But, oh, man, if you can hear that, boo-boo, that's my boo-boo. That's my other rescue dog, probably down the beach chasing a ball in her dreams. Bindi, Bindi, boo-boo. Okay. Yeah, this fell out. Strength, courage. Courage is what I'm getting there. Courage against the King of Pentacles. Muskrat, as secrets are revealed and legal action is taken. And then we've got that King of Cups again. He keeps turning up. And the King of Cups is the one that is going to take us forward into calmer waters in the new dawn and the new day. So this is feeling really serious. I want to ask, I do love the Governor of Maine came out and said if funding is cut to them, they will hold on to their federal taxes. The boys said that the other week, that's what would happen with these blue states. If their funding was cut, they would find a way to hold on to the federal taxes. But let's have a look. Sorry, 13 minutes and I'm waffling away. Let's have a look. Will the, shuffling, and this one pops out again. This is the energy that we're in at the moment. Now, I'm not asking anybody to do beyond anything what they can do, even if it just means harassing your local representatives or your state or your district representatives. Now, AOC came out and declared that they may appear like they're ignoring you, but they're not. They may walk past with their nose in the air, not reacting, but they're not. They are actually listening. So if that's what you can do, is phone call every second day or whatever, letter writing to your local reps, that's what you can do. This is very much about if you can get to protests, go for it. Look up that 5050.1 website. If you can make it to protests, go for it. You can write to your local television channel and say, get the proper facts on your news. I mean, I did that the other day to one of my local paper, called them out on social media, and bit of a, a little bit of a backlash, but not much. I mean, I then presented some facts to those that they have their heads up in the sand, and they suddenly went really quiet. Even if it's just on social media, calling out your local news and saying, well, how about? And always remain in the facts, always remain in the provable facts, not opinion. Don't stoop to name calling. And if somebody does stoop to name calling, just point out how classy they're being, that sort of thing. So, yeah, absolutely, because we are moving forward. But we're in this now. The chariot is also about chaos, because can you imagine cats pulling a chariot? If they're anything like my cat, absolute chaos. But yeah, so it is chaos. The symbol on here on the chariot is about the torch of vision, the revelation, the creativity, the technical ability. If I'm using my runic cheat sheet here. So it is about a visionary torch that's been carried in this chaos of abuse, betrayal. What is it? The seven of swords here. This is about abuse, betrayal, stealing, etc. Hiding out in the shadows, attacking those that are most vulnerable, because we are entering a new stage, a new time. I did a video the other week on the fourth turning. Absolutely, because we are in this energy and we are going, driving towards a new beginning, a new start, and it's actually needed to be torn down so it could be rebuilt, but needs to come from the people. What have we got? 1, 2 major arcana and a court card there to stand up to this energy. And as I look at the bottom, the star of hope and healing, the star of protect those that are strong, protecting those that are vulnerable against the attack, because what is happening will come to an end. Now, who was I started watching Cash this morning, but I haven't actually watched his video. Something big coming in March. Sterling has apparently said something big coming in March that's going to really change everything. I've said it, coming in March. Susan Lynn has said it, March. There's big in March that is going to be, it's not going to bring it to an end, but it's going to be significant, that will bring a turning point. And will come from it. And a lot of you say, when? And aside from something happening in March, the when is when enough people stand up defiantly and say, no more. If you think you're doing it tough in the US, imagine being in Ukraine. And well, we can't really, because we haven't experienced that sort of situation. But they've stood up against the bullies and said, up yours. And they are, doesn't matter, grandma threw her pickle jar and brought down a drone. It doesn't matter who you are. Just do what you can to be defiant against this. And when enough people stand up and demand to be heard, that's when the shift will happen. The shift that will cause all this corruption, this disregard for human life. Like this figure here is literally corrupting as it tips over the cup full of people. Tips it over. When enough people stand up in defiance and this corruption is revealed, they will be cast out in the cold, not you. Though this is a pentacle, 5 of Pentacles. Those that are getting financial recompense for what is happening will find themselves cast out. And here is this King of Cups again, whoever this figure is. So Just do what you can. However, 20 minutes in and I haven't even looked at the CIA agents. Show me. Show me. Show me. Now, I have seen that Dick Cheney in the CIA, they're doing some stuff. Again, show me. Show me. With these, first of all, will the CIA agents be safe? And this has come out again. And if I have a look at the bottom, the star card, the new start, the new start, the defiance, the defending that will bring about the new beginning. So these CIA agents, these undercover intelligence agents, will they be safe? That's what I want to ask. Entertainment only, will they be safe? What will happen with these emails that were sent out? Will these CIA agents be safe? Right, this card fell out. I'll just move that to get that light as good as I can on these particular cards, because they are dark. Page of Swords. Year of the Whistleblower. Page of Swords. Defiantly standing there with this Ace of Swords in her hands. The Sword of Truth doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a female, but again, bringing forth information about what is really happening. Queen of Swords, second signifier, Queen of Swords. I think this, okay, thank you. I'm getting that overstepped. Big time. Big time. Now, I read a couple of weeks ago about the FBI, CIA, and whomever the agents and the retired agents getting activated. This is like, bring it on, activated. At the foundation, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, the end of a cycle. This is the energy that they're stewing in, the intelligence agents. It can be sort of the rape and pillage card. It's about legacies. It's about oligarchical money. But I'm feeling this is motion. There's motion, big motion in this card. And this rune here on this mainsail is very much about protection, warding off evil. We've also got this rune here is about challenge, frustrations, and this pentacle here, if I look at my cheat sheet correctly, is about self-reliance and survival. So I am feeling that this action is what is going to really activate the retired agents, the working agents. This is just, you do not do this. You do not compromise these undercover agents. You just don't. Gosh, I feel cross when I said that. It's almost like they were speaking through me. I felt so like, you do not do that. In the past, the Emperor, he is in the past. This is my way or the highway arrogance. In the past. This is line stepped. Big time. Crowning the reading, the Lovers, some sort of agreement, some sort of coming together for the greater good here. Yeah, the combination of the feminine and masculine energy. Okay, rainbow at the top, unity. So I'm feeling like there's a unity here And he's got the X on his chest, which is about relationships, exchanges, contracts, partnerships, sacrifice. So I'm feeling this is very much a protection of the agents in the field. They're coming together. There's unity here. There's light here. Are they going? What's going to happen? Hanged man. The immediate future. Looking at the situation from a different point of view. Look at his eyes. He is not to be messed with. Absolutely not to be messed with. He's got his axe, possibly two axes. I can't see the second one. He's got his quiver full. He's got his knife at his belt. He is not to be messed with, and he's doing a flip. Now, what I'm feeling when I look at this, you've got the sun breaking through the clouds here as well, the barriers, but the sun is breaking through the clouds. And when I'm looking at this, he's doing a skiing flip. I am really feeling that there's a flip coming here. They are going to remember their oath, as pointed out by the DOGE programmers, etc., the data scientists, etc., reminding of people of their the oath that they took. Now, the rune on here is very much about strength, reliability, and trustworthiness. It also signifies the yew tree. Full of drinking anything that's been brewed with yew tree. I believe it's highly, highly toxic from what I understand. There's a major flip coming here. Change in attitude. Where they are remembering their oath to the Constitution. Holy crumbs. And externally, protection. A new beginning of protection. Wow. Internally, betrayal. The Five of Swords. This is about stealing from those that stealing from the ranks and then setting fire to it. Stealing the swords, stealing the protection. Thank you. I love it when they do that. Stealing the protection. Swords of truth, the swords of reality, the swords of truth. I've already said that. The legal, on the legal obligations as well, and setting fire to the camp. This we all knew there'd be something overstep. This is huge. Judgment and the hopes and fears, hopefully. Hopefully it won't be raised as an R-A-Z-E-D because of my accent, raised grounds. But boy, there's big judgment moment coming here next to this flip. The outcome. The disregard for the importance of what the CIA agents do and their compromised position. The Pan figure here, or is he Pan, or is he just happen to have a couple of devil horns on him? Couldn't give a rat's fig. Speaking of muskrats, they've sent these emails out. They've sent these messages out, not even looking at what they are affecting, what is really important. However, we've got temperance here and a victory. And do not underestimate, look at the look on this temperance figure's face. Do not underestimate her power. She's going, Righto. You want to bring it? Bring it. And I think I'd be putting my money on the CIA. And we've got this setting out on a new journey, uncharted territory. And then the Queen of Wands. Who was the Queen of Wands? Avril Haines, the DNI chief. Previous DNI chief. And if I go to the bottom, even though I shuffled, again, this corruption that has this absolute disregard for human life. We've got parties coming together, uniting, working together to expose. To expose. Do not underestimate. I'm not getting an answer there as to whether it will cost lives or not, but I'm getting a pretty clear answer. This is no. No, you just do not do this. This is big line crossing, Steve. Knight of Pentacles and the Justice card. Standing firm, bringing protection, stability, and we have actions having consequences and the bringing of justice. There's something big here coming down. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, I shall catch you shortly. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They really messed up on this one. Catch you shortly. Bye-bye.